What's going on, guys? It's Jake here, back at it again with another food review. If you're new to this channel, welcome. If you have any thoughts, comments, opinions, just leave it down in the comment section down below and we can banter back and forth. Anyways, for today's food review, we're going to be reviewing another pizza, or what they call in America, pie. I got the pepperoni pizza here. So, stay tuned for that. part of the video. This is the summary of the uh, pepperoni feast pizza from Domino's there. So nothing special. It's just a regular pepperoni pizza with cheese. For my variation on this pizza, if you look at the piece itself, it's kind of got like these weird like dots on them. I don't know if it'll show up. But actually that is extra cheese that I've added on. I customized the pizza. So this pepperoni feast pizza from Domino's, it comes with a certain amount of pepperoni, a certain amount of cheese, and I took it upon myself to add extra pepperoni and extra cheese. If you look back at the video, you'll notice that the cheese looks like it's burnt, but it was a little crispy, so I enjoyed that. The pepperoni, it didn't seem like there was extra pepperoni, to be honest with you. It seemed like it had a regular amount. So that's just my comments on it. I was expecting it to be a huge layer of pepperoni there. So just my thoughts on what I ate there. There's a lack of consistency from the pizzas that I get from Domino's, because if you look back at my other video where I did the review on the Philly cheesesteak pizza, the pizza itself for the Philly cheesesteak, it seemed like it wasn't crispy, it wasn't soft, but the amount of toppings on the Philly cheesesteak, I had extra American cheese and extra provolone. So I guess it made it more thicker, but this one, the pepperoni customized with double pepperoni and double cheese, it seemed a little thinner. It seemed like more on the thin crust side. So it's kind of strange because I got the same crust, but this one was way thinner. So I'm not too sure if this Domino's cheaped out on the crust, cheaped out on the cheese, cheaped out on the pepperoni. So I'm definitely going to give them a call just to follow up to see, because I'm actually fairly disappointed, because the other pizza I had, there's a lot of cheese. They cooked it just right. It was golden brown. This one, it seemed like they just added enough where they overcooked it and they concealed the fact that they didn't give me extra pepperoni. But other than that though, if I do order a regular pizza where it has this regular amount of pepperoni and regular amount of cheese, I would think that they probably use the same amount, honestly. That's just my thinking. So I'm kind of disappointed at this Domino's. But it's a fairly standard pizza. When you bite into it, it's very gooey, it's very cheesy. The pepperoni, it kind of chilled out a little bit. I think the two dominant players were the cheese and was the marinara sauce. And then after the crust itself, it had a nice crunchy texture to it. It was dry at the bottom, but it was very crunchy. It wasn't super crispy, but it was like, it had a nice crunch to it, so I enjoyed that. So in terms of taste, I do like my pizzas with extra cheese. I think I just have this frame of reference of when I got the personal pan pizzas, where the pepperoni, it was like a very doughy pizza, where it was very thick, it was very gooey, like a lot of pepperoni, a lot of cheese. But this one, it seemed like there's barely any pepperoni. Like, I was expecting the pizza to be very greasy, and I was expecting the cheese to be very like so much cheese that it wouldn't burn like that. So what I think happened was they overcooked the pizza. Uh, they put a little amount of cheese, so the cheese that was on there kind of burnt a little bit. That's why I was like that. It kind of like popcorn out of the pizza there. So in terms of taste for this one, uh, I guess you take a look and examine the pie before you take it home, uh, because each Domino's is different. But from my perspective, from what I just ate right now, I would have to rate it in terms of taste, uh, 7 out of 10, just because uh, I was expecting a lot more cheese, a thicker pizza, a lot more pepperoni. But this one, it seemed like is just maybe 1.5 times bigger than a thin crust. Um, and there wasn't that much pepperoni in there, and I paid for extra. And I was expecting more gooey cheese, which again, there was not. It didn't seem like it. And that's why I'm giving it a 7 out of 10. In terms of value, I got 50% off, so I paid $9.50 for a medium 14-inch in diameter pizza. So I would have to say, in terms of value, I'll give it an 8.5, just because nowadays there's like mom and pop shops that offer larges or even mediums for less than that. So, and this is on sale too, so if I get a regular price, I would hope that they get the pizza done right. I'm just a little salty on the rating for the value and the rating for the taste, just because it seemed like the people who made the pizza, they didn't add extra cheese like I asked for. They didn't add extra pepperoni like I asked for, and they overcooked the pizza as well, which didn't result in a runny pizza as well. So that's just my thoughts on it. Um, just the main takeaway from this review is uh, not all Dominoes are the same, honestly. Like, it depends on the people who are cooking it, it depends on the person who's franchising it. Like, if they berate their employees to, like, don't put as much cheese, don't put as much product, just get away with it. The person might not be trained as well to cook the pizza for just right amount of time. So take it with a grain of salt, but this is just a case by case basis where uh, I asked for extra pepperoni, I asked for extra cheese. The pizza seemed like it was burnt. It was not burnt, but the cheese was burnt. And yeah, that's just my thoughts and review on it. In terms of taste, it was very gooey. Uh, the pepperoni didn't have like a spicy kick to it. The marinara came through more than the pepperoni. Um, the crust was a little crispy on the crispy side, and yeah, that's my thoughts on it. And if you enjoy or you take any value or entertainment from these food reviews, go ahead and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next food review, guys. Peace.